welcome to the premiere of the making my new video game, Matt Hoffman Pro BMX 2. The concept of my second game is based around a road trip. So we figured what better way to make this game as true to life as possible than to take the whole cast on an actual trip to capture the real life feeling of bike riding. This will be integrated into the game to make it more of a real experience for you gamers. If you're just joining us, this is part 2. Currently, we're up to day 6 of the tour, but before we get started, let me bring you up to speed on what's happened on the tour so far. We started off in Chicago, where we all got together and decided not to make any plans and just let serendipity be our guide. So we loaded up the RV and hit the road. We found some good spots to session on the first day and ended up riding all day and most of the night. The next day I made some last-minute plans to visit my parents' hometown in Indiana for a park session and some fine Italian food at my family's restaurant, Dantini. Good. After that, we took a long journey to St. Louis for a night session at Ramp Riders, where I spent some time getting acquainted with the flat bottom, while the rest of the crew went off. Next, we headed to Kansas City and met up with Dennis McBoy for a fun backyard jam. Then we hit the streets of KC, where we met up with some locals and showed them what the streets are really good for. So that brings us up to day 6 here at my home base in Oklahoma City. So let's check it out.
Like the mastered assassin, we bring it with too much passion. A new chapter, first page, book of life. I got y'all shook to write, looking for your first aid. Got burned by the sight. The master commanding, SBL's big and hot. Have we got an understanding? We give you what you want, we give you what you like. Sight beyond light, it's up pistol, official, chemical, visual missiles, official, chemical, visual missiles. We give you what you want, we give you what you like. Sight beyond light, it's up pistol, official, chemical, visual missiles, official, chemical, visual missiles. Dead, this is scripture, I'm sick of your issues. Hit your skin tissue so fast as the wind whistle. You think your men miss you? They really searching for a gem crystal. So dark that to most they invisible. Just hold it close to your physical and let it cut through just like vitamin minerals. Follow the SBL ritual. Hip-hop we committed to. Spread love on the side, the wise slim too. Don't let the industry condition you. Rock your own shit. Cause nowadays so many heads is trying to clone this. They lack the genetic component. We give you what you want, we give you what you like. Sight beyond light, it's up pistol, official, chemical, visual missiles, official, chemical, visual missiles. We give you what you want, we give you what you like. Sight beyond light, it's up pistol, official, chemical, visual missiles, official, chemical, visual missiles. We give you what you want, we give you what you like. Sight beyond light, it's up pistol, official, chemical, visual missiles, official, chemical, visual missiles. We give you what you want, we give you what you like. Sight beyond light, it's up pistol, official, chemical, visual missiles, official, chemical, visual missiles. We give you what you want, we give you what you like. Sight beyond light, it's up pistol, official, chemical, visual missiles, official, chemical, visual missiles. We give you what you want, we give you what you like. Sight beyond light, it's up pistol, official, chemical, visual missiles, official, chemical, visual missiles. We give you what you want, we give you what you like. Sight beyond light, it's up pistol, official, chemical, visual missiles, official, chemical, visual missiles. We give you what you want, we give you what you like. Sight beyond light, it's up pistol, official, chemical, visual missiles, official, chemical, visual missiles. We give you what you want, we give you what you like. It's up pistol, official, chemical, visual missiles, official, chemical, visual missiles. We give you what you want, we give you what you like.
After everyone wore themselves out, shop in the HB Park, we've had an unofficial premiere of the new HB video testimony. We had been working on this one for years, so I was pretty anxious to show it off. After the video was over, we utilized the ramp for a nice rock fest and went late into the night. When we get back, the road trip is headed south for the great state of Texas. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon.
That's right, all night street ride.
Hey, welcome back. We're going to check out day 7. This morning we got ready to load up and get back on the road.
All right, Kevin, your turn.
But first we had to bust out some photos to send to the animators for the game.
Yeah, you got a wide-angle lens for Kevin? Yeah, you, me.
Simon Tabron showed up today to join us on the road and add to the rolling chaos to come. Simon is an English bloke and has the most dialed spins in the sport and can blast at will. After we were finished with the photos, the crew and I loaded up and hit the road for Texas.
Don't mess with Texas, dog! Today it's fun. Park is fun. Not riding vert sometimes is fun. I didn't say that.
Watch this whole TV show, every other clip's probably gonna be Seth Kittborough because he does so much crazy stuff. Try after try after try.
Hey, that was day 7. Coming up next is day 8. We're going to go to GPX Skate Park. It's going to be my first vert session with Simon Tabron. So this was a fun session. See you when we get back.
I had a little confrontation today at the parking area. It's an RV, bro. It's not a bus. You paid for 2 spots yesterday and today. It doesn't say it on your sign.
It doesn't say bus in the park. Go read your sign. I just walked over there and read it. You're in there.
After we dealt with that, told him what was up. Got here to wherever we were at. I fought with Ruben a little bit. He just walked by and tried to push my bike down. On top of all that, you can probably see the ding from where you're at. I ran from the air I did last night. Now I'm just truing my rim because I don't know how to land.
Oh, I got that.
Ruben is, he's dead. You got it?
You got it. Thanks.
Yeah, Seth.
Time to go. Head 'em up, move 'em out.
Man, that was great. We got the whole park to ourselves. When we get back, me and the crew are headed to Austin. See you then. Stop playing game. Tours going to Austin. I utilized all the road time on the way to Austin to work on my autobiography with Mark Lumen. This has been another huge project I've been working on for a while, but yapping away and telling all the crazy stories that's happened over the last 30 years seemed to make the time fly. Before I knew it, we had arrived in Austin. Hi.
Hey, baby.
Hi.
What's up?
Hey, when are you gonna start riding?
Down here.
Never.
What?
Never.
Oh, can I ride you back?
Yeah. He'll start riding
Yeah?
when you stop talking.
Okay, ready on his right there.
Take a picture right here.
I just got Matt Hoffman's autograph.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Hoffman.
Watch mine.
That's like 3 people from the game, man.
Oh yeah.
This guy with dreadlocks and this other guy. Oh yeah.
What's his last name?
What?
What's his last name?
Hoffman.
Nathan Hoffman's autograph on that picture.
I got Nathan. Yeah.
Nathan.
Me too, man. Yeah, me too. Me too. Hey, Nathan.
I know it may have looked like I was sleeping, but I was secretly working on my master plan for day 9. See you in return. Yep, that's official. I'm a dork.
Maybe $5, butcher.
I'll give you 5 too.
Yeah?
Have your 10.
Yeah. I got a lighter too.
Most of the crew is beat down from the late session the night before. But since I got some Z's while everyone else is riding, I was ready to go. We loaded up and headed over to Patty's house where Pat Miller and the Goot have a ramp set up. This would be a good chance for the rest of the crew to relax while Simon and I treat ourselves to a good old-fashioned backyard vert throwdown.
Switch been up with you.
My brain's the burger and my heart's the cold. I'm trying to get my head clear. I push things out through my mouth, but get refilled. I get refilled.
Brakes are scary.
I get refilled in my ears.
Nice backyard vert ramp. Love this stuff.
I'm on my way to God, don't know or don't care. My brain's the weak heart and my heart's the long stairs. My heart's the long stairs. My heart's the long stairs. Inland from Vancouver shores, the ravens and the seagulls push each other inward and outward. Inward and outward. In this place that I call home, my brain's a cliff and my heart's the bitter buffalo. My heart's the bitter buffalo. We tore one down and erected another there. The match of the century has since first been here. I'm on my way, God don't know. My brain's the burger and my heart's the cold. This life that we call home, the years go fast and the days go so slow. The days go so
I need duct tape to keep my feet on my pedals.
slow.
I wish my bike would talk to me more, tell me what it wants to do, and then I could kind of work with it a little bit.
The bike is a very scorned mistress. I'll tell you that. Very, very scorned mistress. Does not like to tell you anything.
The years go fast and the days go slow. The days go so slow.
Well, mark that down for another awesome day on the tour. Stay tuned. You're not going to believe where I talk the guys into going next. See you then. The tour, we thought it would be a good idea to make a surprise visit to the West Coast. The trip would take a couple days, but we'd be able to hit up a few more riding spots and drop in and say hi to the friendly people who are making our game at Activision headquarters in Santa Monica, California.
All right, so this is Activision. And just gonna give you guys a tour. Quick before everyone leaves, we're infiltrating. Yeah, this is our QA department. They test the games, make sure there's no bugs in them, give us good feedback on the playability, the levels, pretty much everything. Do play testing, play balancing, all that stuff happens down here. So here's some guys testing, well, they might be at lunch now, but testing some of our PC games. Activision does lots of first-person shooters, Wolfenstein, Quake 3, Quake 4. These are some of the guys, hey? This guy was my lead tester on Matt Hoffman. And here's the guys from Matt Hoffman.
How long do people play games down here?
8 to 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. We have day shifts from 9 to 5, or 8 to whatever, 8:30 to 5:30, and night shifts from 6 to midnight. And if we're in crunch time, they'll stay here as long as possible, as long as we feed them.
Play the game.
Sit and play the game, find bugs.
I play for food.
Yeah, find crashes.
Don't make computers like they used to do.
Hey, Roof, you gotta stay down here. I know. Man, you can't go up here.
All right, this is the marketing and productions floor. This is the O2 corner, so all of our sports games.
Wait, Matt, make this face.
It's okay, yeah.
No,
there's more of a smirk on there.
Smirk.
There you go.
Smirk.
And the left eye is closed more.
Yeah, it's
And the right
smirk
one.
up. You gotta get the smirk up a little. There you go.
It's not working.
No. What am I missing?
We're doing comparisons.
So I'm going to show you what we program on here. We have lots of high-end computers. You know, some people may have Craze, but we use an Apple II. And it's extremely responsive and great for Matt. This is one of the conference rooms here. We have demo room, show games off to like Best Buy and different Walmart and people like that come in. We show new versions of the game in here.
We're stuck in the living room. What do we got planned here for? Oh, right on. Look at this. Up for next year, my guess means World of Retarded Stunts. New game out by Activision.
Take a shower before I got off the bus? No, no showering. There's no
Came
showering.
straight up here. So this is my office. It's a mess. And we're going to look at some animations in 3D Studio Max, which is the program that we use to model and animate for the game.
Positive force. Positive force. Okay. Stop. And now you need to just put those downwards more. Down, and then you need to bring it tip.
This is Vegas. It's all from a manual. As long as you can go into a manual, you have to do it from a manual. So you go into a manual. We have front peg and rear peg and nose and rear manuals.
That right there was the head.
And it'll all be smooth. We'll have it all blended together.
Man,
so it's gonna be
the
smooth.
game is coming together awesome. And Activision has an insane setup. Next, we're going to hang out with Corey and his friends on their home turf in Riverside, California. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to day 13 of the trip. We're going to go to Corey's house and we're going to check out some of the interesting landscaping techniques he's got going on. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, we could just meet at Corey's if you want. We're gonna be taking off here in just we'll probably be there like around 1 or so. So 1:30. Okay. See ya. That's Bill Clinton. I'm sorry.
Productions. Lucent. Yeah.
Another day of trails. Do this shit every day. But now that I'm a skate park master, I was thinking maybe I should build a park on this side. Some spines and some wall rides.
Coming up next, going to Bob Burnquist's house and ride one of the most amazing ramps ever built. See you then.
Activision O2.
Hey, welcome back. It's time to check out the last day of the tour.
Yeah. As we move on and on, continue flying, moving. Gotta flow, yo. As we go, a little something like, a little something like, a little something like, a little something like this.
We're on our way to the last stop of the trip. This is a stop I've been hoping to make since I first heard rumors of Bob's ramp. This contraption was made by the master builders at Team Pain and has been described not as a ramp, but a piece of art. This is the best way I could think to end such a great tour.
This is a setup.
Of the rhythm as it flowing through the air, flowing decibel by decibel, flowing with no despair. Follow the trail of the leader as we show you the right way to move back.
I think I've died and I've gone to heaven.
And smooth to the rhythm of the bass track. Don't like the style that it takes to funk yourself with a new jack of a ghetto swing. Cosmic lingering, music I bring is madness and sadness to those who are insane. This stain full of danger will rush on a foe to humor is funny, and enter the empirical that starts to turn serene. Forward motion, keep moving and moving. Forward motion, keep moving and moving. Forward motion, keep moving and moving. Forward motion.
Ready to go?
When I remember the ways.
Let's go home.
Well, that's it. The trip turned out just as we had all hoped, and the game's exceeding all our expectations. I want to say thanks to the Activision O2 team for making it possible to do this all on our own terms. It was an amazing trip with a bunch of amazing riders. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it. Matt Hoffman Pro BMX 2 is coming out in August, so keep your eyes peeled, and thanks for watching.
I am the passenger. I ride through the city backsides. I see the stars come out of the sky. Yeah, the bright and hollow sky. You know it looks so good tonight.
I've been on some big tours, and they're not weird, but you don't get the feel of like just hopping in your own car and like just hanging out with a couple of your bros and going riding like on a big tour. But like this, it totally was like that because we had a very loosely based plan and pretty much got to wake up every day and go, oh, what do you want to do? I don't know. How about this place? How about that? Oh, that place is pretty cool. Okay, let's go.
Hey, how you doing? Nasty Productions.
The trip was sick. Got to meet a lot of dudes that I haven't really hung out before. Strapped in a bus for 2 weeks filming for, you know, the Hoffman game. Was just insane. Got to see crazy stuff from all the different guys.
This is the most fun I had since the last time I had fun, so it's good. I got a call to come on tour to do some filming for the second video game, like 2 days notice. So it's just kind of jump on a plane with my bike and come to the States, jump on a bus, drive around, and just see what happens.
Yeah, being on this tour it was a lot different than tours I've done in the past. Run at fairs for one, so that's good. It was just a good time, you know. You just hit skate parks. It wasn't like a big organized thing where you showed up and there's just crazy crowds. You know, a lot of the places we went to, we just popped in. Wrote a lot of backyard stuff. That was fun. Haven't done that in years, so it was definitely a different type of tour, and I think that just made it a lot more fun and laid back.
That trip was a good experience to get a travel with all these guys. I never hanging out with them. I had really good times.
Matt put this tour together and everything was last minute, and it seriously was one of the funnest trips I've ever been on, so I don't know, it's a good time.
It's a little bit weird because it seemed like I arrived in the middle of some mayhem. Everyone had been having some crazy riding experiences, and there's a whole load of fun going on already, so I guess I got into the swing of things pretty quickly, just riding a ton of different places each day, and spending a ton of time on this bus right here, and so it's been okay, it's been fun. I adapted fairly quickly.
I don't know, man, everybody's really cool, and things went good, and had a lot of fun, and just psyched to be on the trip, and on the tour, and on the game, and it's all gravy and mashed potatoes.
Dude, if people only know how much money we made on these tours, everybody would become bike riders. I go home, dude, pay off all my debt, take care of everything, just spend like it was free money. I just go home and blow it until the next tour. That's how we live. Ask Corey.
I'm kind of like a closet video game player. Like I played the Tony Hawk games a bunch, and I played Matt's game to death. So it's like a privilege to be part of the game. One, because it's Matt's, and two, because it's the most awesome BMX game that's out there right now. Obviously, I'm biased because I have involvement, but that's the reason I got involved in the project in the first place, and I haven't been disappointed.
Well, to be invited in a video game was very nice. It's hard for me to believe that like I'm gonna be in a video game and some kid can get in a PlayStation and play with my character.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the second game coming out. I think it's going to be good. I think the whole road trip concept and everything is just going to make the game so much more interesting. And I think it'll blow away every other game for sure. The graphics look sick, and Activision's definitely done a real good job with the game. Did a great job with the first game, so the hearts are definitely into the game, and I think that makes all the difference in the world.